So we'll continue with these socks, and so from here actually just hold down tab and middle mouse drag to bring that sock line down, and here we can tweak, make sure those socks come how we want them. So just delete that face. And delete that face as well. Alright. So from this point, I'm actually going to do one more span here, but just manually add this. I'm going to try and place these around the shoes. Actually, I'll probably just go into the shoe and then actually build the shoe around that as well. So here. There we go. So actually we're just going to come to the actual shoe, the point of where those shoes end. And so with this, actually, the best tack that I'm probably going to do on these shoes is, and when we go to bake, we're probably going to need to go back to these shoes and just bring these laces, push this down into the geo. I missed that on export in ZBrush. So for this one, we're actually just going to start and just go kind of bold, big bold shape here with this shoe. And so here, and then actually just place that just kind of place this up above. Actually, I'm going to Control Z out of that and get rid of those points. And so from here, I'll probably just start right here in the toe. And here, that way I can kind of build this shoe out how I'm thinking here. So just put that one there, there, and then we'll just come out to about the top of the shoe, just the middle part, top of the shoe right there. There we go. And then from here, actually we're going to come down here and just kind of come this way with it. So like so. I want the ridge, this part of the shoe to still show up, so I'm actually going to just make that, just come to that ridge. So here, and just come up here. There we go. Now from here I should be able to just drag down. And we can also see our wireframe unshaded. We'll just kind of see what our wireframes look like, which is kind of helpful. We can see where those lines are, where they're happening. So this here, so I'm just going to add those ridges to those shoes. Keep them in the scene like that. So here I'll probably go all the way up. And then from here as well. And for this side, we're actually going to just come up this way. And then move this forward a little bit. There we go. Just kind of bringing that down a little bit. There we go. So also just kind of watching this as well, how many spans we're actually using. So I want to keep them kind of even. So one more over this way. As well. And actually looks like there's, we'll also come up to here. There we go. And one more over here. And then for this one, we'll just kind of split this down the middle. And then so from here we can actually just come up like so. Actually, I'll probably split those just so I can actually push that edge. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of these two faces here. Also this guy and that guy. And then this way I'll have a little bit more control. There we go. Now I have a little more control over that object. That's a little bit cleaner. So, and then I'll hit this with relax, just to kind of relax those. There we go. Actually, I'm undo the front a little bit. I want this to basically form around this shape like that. There we go. Alright. So from here, I'm actually going to just come out a little bit on this, along this ridge. Like so. Kind of gives us the depth that we're looking for on this shoe. Just kind of like basically a ridge along that shoe. And we may want to make changes to this as well to reduce polygons. We'll kind of see where we end up. And then so from here, we should be able to just take, although this is going to need some depth in the front just to come out. I want that actual shape to look the way that it does, come out and then back down. So just going to put that in there. Oops. Guess I didn't add the, oh, there it is. So this one, actually dump that and then bring that to the front. There we go. Just like so. So yeah, we actually will just use the, keep the ridge going around the shoe as well. And then we'll be able to save some polygons on the bottom. So we'll basically delete almost all the faces for the most part. So just kind of taking a look and seeing how those shoes are making out. Sometimes you just have to rotate around to find those polygons, just so they connect right. And you can also hit the tab and middle mouse drag that out a little bit faster. There's just something about actually adding those dots. I find that I have a little better control, but I'm starting to, seems like my system is kind of slowing down a little bit as well. There's not really that many polygons on the screen, which I'm kind of interested to know why my computer is kind of slowing down. I'm not doing anything too crazy. So I'm assuming I'm going to have to make some adjustments to these polys. It's just not running super smooth. So, oops. We're getting close though. So make sure that that's along there. And this one's along the bottom here. Looks like that edge kind of got placed into the, and just delete that face. There we go. A little easier that way. And then from here, we should be able to, so I usually just start drawing these, just try to find the next quad here. Quad. So we're just finishing this foot here, and so actually gonna just build this out on these feet. And so I'm just basically kind of placing these fairly quickly here. And this triangle, I need to build out this triangle here. There we go. And let's see, probably one more and then a triangle. I'll try on the bottom here. Alright, that's the bottom. Alright, so probably the best way to do this is to probably put actually the top of these on the laces. Yeah, just so this kind of stays on top. We'll see how this works. Because we're gonna probably have to bake that information down. So actually I place this here.